What's going on, Stim Junkies? Hi, Stimace here. Just got back from the gym running the all-new Apollon Nutrition Bloody Hell capsules, and man, when I tell you I got some epic footage and that a picture, and in this case a video, is worth 1,000 words, I ain't blowing smoke. Check this out, guys. Look at these majestic guns popping today. And I didn't even hit biceps all that much. Today was back and shoulders, just a little bit of bicep supersets here and there. Got a little footage from the gym, gonna share with you guys, so make sure you don't go anywhere. We're gonna break down this label. It's not gonna take us a very long time, not a particularly massive label, but it's an entirely different philosophical shift from the previous version of Bloody Hell, which tried to accomplish something, and this one here goes in a completely different direction. There's obviously lots of pros, there's a couple of cons we gotta discuss as well, something that you guys really need to be aware of before taking this product, and we're gonna discuss everything. So let's not waste any more time. Let's roll that freaking intro. When we come back, we are going to discuss the all-new Bloody Hell from Apollon Nutrition. So looking at the all-new latest version of Bloody Hell by Apollon Nutrition, we are treated to some insanely crazy aesthetic over here. No guys, this is not Art the Clown, although the resemblance is somewhat there, but this is definitely a bloody good time, especially now that we're coming off of Halloween. You guys know how much Heistamise loves Halloween, horror movies, the spooky season in general. This is really beautiful. As you can see, we have the old one here in the background, the Bloody Hell V2, but V3 is definitely going harder, a lot more aggressive, and it has to do with something that's actually on the label. We're going to break it down. I'll tell you everything you need to know, but in terms of pure aesthetics, this thing is absolutely killer. So as you guys saw from that close-up look, you got somebody who resembles Art the Clown on here. This is obviously not Art the Clown, so you big movie studios, don't you be getting any ideas watching the Heistamise review, okay? This is not Art the Clown, but it definitely resembles him a little bit. So you got the horror theme right in time for October. Well, technically we're in November, but this product did launch in the end of October, right before Halloween, my favorite time of year. So you guys know that I'm all about this crazy aesthetic. It also fits with the name Bloody Hell, extreme blood pumping formula. This thing is freaking crazy. So obviously there's no flavor to be had here. The capsules, just looking at it very quickly, you're getting clear capsules over here. So I don't know if it's going to come across or not, but you're getting clear capsules in here. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. Nothing fancy, nothing else to discuss. Obviously, no flavor. So let's not waste any more time, guys. Let's go ahead and dissect that label. So looking at the supplement facts here, serving size is 6 capsules, and that is the same amount as in the previous version. But like I mentioned, this label is entirely different from the previous version. Really a shift in tone for this product here, and we're going to discuss everything in detail as soon as we get to that effect section. You're getting 20 servings in here, but I'm going to tell you guys right now, before we even get into anything, you can definitely run this one at half a dose. You can take this at 3 capsules, and it's still going to be clinically dosed. Okay, that's the way Apollon Nutrition does it. Go big or go home. And with that said, we are going to begin. We have vitamin C coming in here at 500 milligrams. We have arginine nitrate as NO3T, 2,500 milligrams, which is just a ridiculously insane dose. You got some VasoDrive-AP at 1,016 milligrams, which I do believe is double the clinical dose. So crazy, crazy amounts in here. And lastly, sodium nitrate as NO3T, 1,000 milligrams. And that is going to finish off this label. Simple and to the point. Before Heistamise breaks down my experience running Bloody Hell 3 times over the past week, don't forget to like this video, comment below, share the channel with a fellow stim junkie or a pump enthusiast, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Alright guys, so currently in my hand is the previous version of Bloody Hell, which I did review on the channel. You guys know you can always find all my reviews in my reviews playlist. I always link all that stuff in the information video section down below, so you guys can click on that and it's going to show you all my playlists. Now, when I said at the top of the video that this here was a different philosophical approach to the product, I wasn't blowing smoke, because looking at the label, and I'm not going to break down the entire label, but what you do have in here is Hydroprime, which is glycerol powder at 1,500 milligrams. Not a clinical dose, by the way, just enough to kind of puff you up a little bit in the gym without doing anything too crazy. You do have the nitrosigine in here, 1500 milligrams, right? The green tea extract Self-Flow 6, which is not present in the current version. And then VasoDrive-AP at 508 milligrams, which is half the dose that we currently have. So when looking at the old product, it was basically meant to be a pump pill that you can stack more or less on any type of pre-workout. So if you're running something like a Hooligan, right, which already has crazy pumps in there, you got the 10 grams of citrulline, you do have some nitrates in there as well. So you could take the version of Bloody Hell, the previous one, V2, and you could stack it even at a full dose on that Hooligan, and there's not going to be any issues. There's not going to be any negative interactions. It's not going to cause any stomach or indigestion issues. You guys know when you stack too much pumps, it could have adverse side effects, right? Like I said, issues in the bathroom, maybe frequent urination, what have you, upset tummy, and stuff like that. Previous version, there was no problem. You could pretty much stack the entire 6 capsule dose on top of any pre-workout, whether it's a Stim Junkie pre-workout, one of those underground illicit bunker formulas that have like 0 pumps in there, or you could stack it on something like a Desperado from Apollon Nutrition, or a Hooligan, or Mad World, or what have you. It was a very versatile product, and that worked in its favor. Now, when comparing the new version, which I have right over here, this is essentially a nitrate blend in here, right? So they forgo the traditional pump capsule, and this is essentially a nitrate capsule right now. Still the same thing, still gonna pump you up, still there to give you the pump, but the other product was a little bit more well-rounded, whereas this has a very specific purpose, which is to add nitrates to any of the pre-workouts that you're currently taking. So again, if you're taking something that has 0 citrulline in there, right, it's just essentially a stim, a nootropic bomb, you can pair this on top of it. If you're taking something that has like 5-6 grams, heck, even 8 or 10 grams of citrulline, but there's no other nitrates in there, then this is perfectly valid. But the only issue that I have with this version right here is that as a beginner, if you're somebody that doesn't have a lot of experience with products, right, you're just seeing this in the store and you're thinking, okay, this is a pump pill, I could take the 6 capsules and I can add it to any pre-workout. If you're in that situation, if you're a beginner that doesn't know ingredients and how they interact with each other, you can assume that, and then you can take these 6 capsules in here and you can stack it on something like a Hooligan, which again already has nitrates in there. And you really want to be careful when it comes to nitrates. You don't want to overdo it. I personally wouldn't even take it every single day. It does dilate the blood vessels in your body. It increases blood flow everywhere. And that is why it's one of the best, if not the best, pump ingredients. So in terms of this giving you the crazy pumps, it will give you the crazy pumps. It will give you the best damn pump of your life, which I will show you momentarily in the video footage that I got from the gym today. So in terms of achieving its purpose, this thing blows any other comparable product out of the water because there is nothing with these dosages. So based on label alone and knowing Apollon Nutrition, whatever they actually say on label is in the product. They're a premium company and they never bullshit when it comes to actual ingredients that are included. You're in the best hands possible. This thing is an absolute monster. You will not get any pumps better than this from any other comparable brand or product. However, that little con, and this really applies more to people that, again, are not super familiar with certain ingredients. Maybe you're a beginner in the gym, maybe you're a casual, maybe you're not watching Heist and Mace on the regular and getting all this knowledge and information. But a casual could take a product that already has a bunch of nitrates in there, whether it's something like a Bare Knuckle or a Hooligan or whatever I mentioned earlier, and they can just, simply think, oh, I could just add it. It's a pump product. It's going to give me better pumps. And there might be negative side effects. I've personally never had any issues with taking too much nitrates, but I'm also 6'4". I'm a big guy and I'm in relatively good shape. So I personally never had issues, but I did want to put this disclaimer out there that you guys do have to be careful when it comes to over consuming nitrates. And again, the old formula was more of a well-rounded pump product, a pump pill. This one here is essentially a nitrate pill. So you just got to be aware of what it means, and you guys got to know going in all the information, which is why I am laying it out here for you, because I value honesty and transparency above everything else. Now, when it comes to getting the best bang for your buck, you guys will not do better than this. If you are looking for nitrates specifically, if you actually are knowledgeable when it comes to product ingredients and you want the best nitrate-based pump capsule, then you will not do better than Bloody Hell V3 by Apollon Nutrition. But don't let my words tell you. Let the video show you.
something that saves me all the time. In my say, yeah, it disappears when I'm breaking down, like a whisper in my head, coming from out of nowhere, like a whisper in my head. Got something to say.
Oh boy, bloody hell, Apollon Nutrition, bloody hell. Perfect. All right, guys, so it wasn't a lot of footage. I was in the gym today. It was pretty crowded, and my regular camera person wasn't able to make it today, but I did run into another one of my buddies, so we took 2 or 3 tiny little clips, and I showcased them for you guys right here. Today was back, shoulders, and just a little bit of biceps, just a couple of supersets here and there. Wasn't in the gym for all too long, went in for like maybe 2 hours today. Actually tested out a new pre-workout, which I will be dropping the review for this week, one of the illicit variety bunker formula. So you guys are going to like that one. But I paired it just with the pump capsules, no other pump formulas, nothing like that. And this thing was on a whole other level. So again, if you guys want to get the best pump pill on the market that is nitrate based, you will not do better than Apollon Nutrition Bloody Hell V3. Just be aware that this isn't something you can stack on top of any pre-workout. Do your research, guys. I am not a doctor. I am a high-stim pre-workout enthusiast and a pump enthusiast as well, obviously. So guys, always do your research when it comes to nitrates, when it comes to stimulants, when it comes to nootropics. The more well-informed you are, the better you will do. Now, if you guys want to go ahead and pick this one up, you pump enthusiasts that want to get those crazy vascular nitrate pumps, you can head over to apollonnutrition.com and use discount code ACE15 at checkout, which will save you 15% off your entire order and help support the High Stim Ace YouTube channel. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I hope you enjoyed this brief review. If you guys enjoyed the video and found it beneficial and informative, don't forget to like the video. It greatly helps the algorithm. Comment down below. Let me know if you're interested in these particular pump capsules. Did you prefer the old formula? What kind of pump products are you into in general? Are you more into glycerol? By the way, this is another product you could combine with glycerol. I forgot to mention that in the review. You can definitely take 6 capsules from this pump formula here. You can add it to some liquid glycerol, 10, 15, 20 grams, what have you, and you will get some crazy good pumps. I did try that out, and I had very, very good results. So that's something you can do as well. Once again, guys, if you enjoyed the video, comment on the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. We are dropping reviews for the hottest products of 2025 and for many years to come. Click the little bell notification to get all of High Stim Ace's updates, all of my latest updates. Follow the Instagram at High Stim Ace. Follow Apollon Nutrition on Instagram at Apollon Nutrition. And I will see you all next time for the next High Stim pre-workout review. Take care, everybody. High Stim Ace, signing off.